Here we are, Rockingham Raceway. Last time I was here at Rockingham, there was a hurricane blowed through and canceled most of Carolina Rebellion. We did see Foo Fighters, and I think that's about it we saw. Maybe Shinedown. So, yeah. So we're here to come back. First time it's come back since 2013. Racing at the Rockingham. We're here for the truck race. Try to get down in time to see the Busch Xfinity practice. No bueno. No bueno. Here we are, racing at the Rock. I don't know if you could hear me. Them race cars on the inside. Looks like a big crowd. They don't have as many grandstands as they used to, but let's do this thing.
Tanner Gray from Charlotte, North Carolina, Connor Mozak.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Field forming up. Let's hear it, race fans. Here at start finish, make some noise for the drivers of the Craftsman Truck Series. How about the second wave of drivers now making their way off of turn 4? Let's give that salute to them as well. They can see you, race fans. They know they've got a full house. Here at Rockingham Speedway, they're about to put on a show for you. It's time to rock, roll, and roll here in Rockingham. Let's go racing!
Alright, that was the restart of the race after the first wreck. And from there on, the number 34 and 38 and 13 vehicle kind of dominated this portion. Lane Riggs, Chandler Smith, and Jake Garcia did the first segment. And if you're familiar with the racing right now, they break it down into segments. It was first segment, second segment, and the final segment as well. So that's who dominated the most part of the race, and we'll get back to you with the results. Oh, and in the second segment, the 45 truck looked like it had something for them too. It come on strong, only to fade away. And here is a little pit row action. We'll show you what's going on the pits from our view of the race here at Rockingham, the return to Rockingham. We'll show you what we looked at. We sit on the front stretch and had a view of the 77 vehicle, so that's the reason I'm focusing on him. He was right in front of us.
Bring the field back to green. 101 laps yet to go here at Rockingham. Barrier down into turn one. So race fans, are you having a good time so far? The outside wall. Just about ready to wrap up over there. And spotters have been told to get their drivers ready to refire engines. Trucks moving here momentarily.
A little more pit row action, and after this segment of Rex, it forever changed the race. This is when it become a gas mileage race to see who had the most gas to finish the race, and that's when the 34, 38, and 13 all had to stretch their gas, and then of course spoilers, the 34 and 38 did not stretch their gas. So here we go. Let's take it from there. The 18 car, Tyler Arkham, took advantage of the pit row situation and the clean air and got out front, and he just was hard to handle from that point on. He looked like he stretched his gas out and just kept opening up the race farther and farther, making it just daggone impossible to catch. So back to the action. Here we go. And here is the white flag getting ready to present itself, which signifies there's only one lap to go. And then, like I said, Tyler Arkham finished out the race from that point on in dominating fashion as others fill by the wayside and gas. So there it is.
That Tyler Ankrum
DW would be proud of that one.
Tyler Ankrum, the winner of the Black Tire 200.
Let's see if we
Coming
can
to
get
get
gas the other
that
way.
checkered flag.
Let's see if we can get gas going the other way.
And he's going to have to climb out to get that checkered flag, folks. And when he does, I want you to make some noise.
Because I never seen him come in and get fuel again.
And this vendor right here sells Rusty, Earnhardt, all the O's. It's crazy. Still making money off of them. And there is Menards and a few other. There's your ears. You can rent your radios to listen to it if you wanted to. And that guy said I was number one, by the way. He did. Not sure. I don't think so, Mike. Well, all right. That was Rockingham race. Truck race, to be more exact. It was the Black Tire 250. The first race in 13 years back at Rockingham. Used to go there quite a bit. 10 years. I'd say been there at least 10 times 30 years ago. What I will say is I did a very poor job of covering this. I didn't show where to get food. I didn't show where the vendors were. And I'm going to have to do, which if you're watched this far, you already know that I'm going to have to do a voiceover because it's too loud. So I'm going to do the voiceover, and then you'll see this at the end. The downside to it is it was sunny. I took sunscreen and left it in the car. I also took sunglasses. Left them in the car as well. Got to have a program to know the players, because it's been a long time since I even watched any NASCAR. Cup, Xfinity, Truck, none of it have I watched. They basically priced me out of going to the races, and then they made all the cars the same, and I had no interest in that. And they started racing them on Saturday nights. I'd rather have them old school, Sunday starting at noon, be over with by 3. And for TV, they wanted to put them there, and then they wanted to take them to California, and they wanted to take them away from Rockingham. So they lost a lot of their loyal fan base. It looked like it was maybe close to a sellout. I know tomorrow's Busch race is a sellout. Busch and Arca. Today's was close. Right in the middle of it, there was a guy who passed out, who had a seizure. Didn't want to leave. They should have made him, because he created a havoc for at least 5 rows. They got in there to get a board and carry him out, and he said, "He won't go." And I didn't put any of that on there. But anyway, I got a hair right here I can't get rid of. I don't know where it's at. Still didn't get it. All right, it's probably on the hat. At one point, I lost one of my horns today. because the sun was beating down and I kept putting my hoodie over to keep it from burning this ear. And then the scoreboard was out in the end zone, or out in turn 3 and 4. Didn't work. So you couldn't tell who was racing. And then it was one on gas mileage at the end. So the fastest car or truck all day was the number 34, who I don't know his name. He didn't win. He run out of gas. Don't know where he finished. He was running second when he run out. He didn't win. The guy who won hadn't led that many laps until that point. And then he dominated that second section. Gas mileage. He's only supposed to got 75 to 80, they said. And he ran at least 86, I think. And then he had enough to do donuts and a victory lap. He had plenty of gas. Just couldn't find victory lane after that. All right, I went with Jocelyn, which I didn't show her, and I went with Mike. Didn't show either one of them. Barely showed myself. I hope you enjoy what little coverage I've got of this. I don't know how much I've got until I put it together, and I'm doing this before I put it together. But I will say, watching all them cars come at you, there ain't nothing kind of to that adrenaline that you hear, 30-some trucks coming at you, or 40, used to be 42, 43 cars. I don't think it's quite that many trucks coming at you. And right now, all the engines are the same. So many of the parts are the same. And the decals on the front, the only thing making them a short Chevy or Ford or Toyota. I don't know what the other brand. There's 3 brands out there. Fords were definitely the best, fastest trucks there all day. Chevy won though on gas mileage. So like I said, I hope you enjoy this content. Don't know how much more racing will be. We live in the heart of racing. Just don't do it. So, hey, but if this goes big, I'll do a lot more of it. And I'll do better at it. I'll get better, I swear. So until next adventure. Horns up.